So, I'll be talking about image displacement now. So, it's different from image jump actually. So, image displacement, the definition is that is the total apparent distance between an image viewed through the distance lens and the one through the hard segment. So the apparent distance between the image view um, through the distance and the one through the unlike the image jump that is just sudden change or sudden movements, change in the location of image when you're looking from distance to near. So the image displacement is distance, the relationship of distance between image that's due to the distance length and then the one viewed to art segment. And usually the magnitude is actually a function of total net prisms, like the way the prism are acting. If we cite example, if they are both acting based up, that means the net prismatic plate will be up plus up. Unlike when one is up, the other one is down, that will cancel each other out. So the magnitude is very important. Magnitude is a function, like it's a function of the net prisms. Like what's this is a function of the net prisms um, of the two segments. So that's very important. So let's explain that further. So usually, if they have same base, let's say one is based up and the other also and the other up. So, that would be a lot of like the two of them sum up together. So, the next change in prismatic effect is going to be more compared to if one is down. So, let's say for example, we have a plus lenses for distance. So, a plus lens now. So, and then again, it's base, a plus lens is base toward each other. You have to watch video on image jump to understand it more if you are just watching the image displacement, because I explained how the lenses are formed there. Okay, so all right, as we use this for distance. Say plus lens, I mean for myope, so X for upper I mean so distance lens, so that's distance lens. Then you now cemented for your add. So this distance lens. So for your add now, you decided to use a flat stop, which by the way will reduce image jump. What we explained in the previous video, the flat stop is going to reduce the image jump. Remember I said that flat top will reduce the image jump for both the hyper or the myope lenses. So we decided to use a flat top here. And so that's your near. So which we use a flat top. Can you see the flat top? Now the issue with the image displacement is about the prismatic, the net prism effect. So this one, you see, this is your distance. When you look through the hand, when you look down, you're looking through these two before eventually you look through here first. before you get to the other neck. So this one now you can see is the base is up. Can you see again? It's like two prisms base each other. So one base is down, the other one base is up. So this first one, the base is up. So the base is up. So it's base up, prisma, pism. And this other one is also base up, um, prisms. So you see that the two of them are base up. So the next prismatic effect is going to be more. Don't forget, this is flat top. Again, watch the video on the image chop to get that. So this is a flat top. So we are using a flat top. Add. Okay, so when you use that flat top add, you see that the the distance, the lower distance there is based up. This other one is also based up. So the net prismatic effect is going to be amplified. So it's not good. So it's going to cause a lot of image displacement. So net prismatic effect is amplified. So more image displacement. So I use the base up, in which irony of life, the flat top is actually good to reduce the image jump, but now it's actually worsening the image displacement. So what do we do? We explain that at the end of the video. So let's assume, okay, I don't want to use a flat top. I want to use a round top for my heart. So let's do that. So again, your distance is still a convex lens with base toward each other. Okay, so we now decide to use a round top. You put it by the side of this for this plus lens. So I already know the first red one is the distance, this one is the net. You see that the piston of the, of course, the plus is still base up, BU, base up. But this near one is now base down, base down. Can you see? Base up, base down. So you see that the prismatic effect is going to the net prism is going to be less because one is up, the other one is down. They are in opposite direction. They are going to cancel each other out. So the image displacement will be less. Displacement is less. So meaning that to minimize image displacement, round top is good for convex lens, which is actually bad for image chop. So the laptop is bad for image chop. So remember we talk about image chops. You can watch videos on that. So the laptop is bad for image jump, but it's actually good for image displacement. So let's do for hyper. Let's see which one is good for the hyper based on the next present. So hyper is a base apex toward each other. Okay, so let's assume for this hyper, I will use a round top with it. So for my neck head. So against let's prism. So this upper, we can see the down part will be base down. See the base is down. This the base is down. And so the add to that I added using the round top, base is also down. So you can see there's a lot of smart. There's going to be a lot of image displacements because they are both base down. So the next prism is going to be much because it'll be additive. So using a round top add on near for negative lens is going to cause lots of image displacements because the net prismatic effect is going to be much. So, right, so that is very important. So, because I would be based down. So, I assume when I change my mind, I want to use a flat top. So, let's see what that one will give. Okay, this how to understand it without cramming. So, now I want to use a round top. So, let's put lenses, let's paint it here. All right, so again, to be smart, piecing that's going to produce the base down for the lower part of the distance. You can see the base is down. Okay, and then this, oh, that's not a flat top, sorry. That's a round top. What you want is a flat top. So this is base down for the distance, lower part of the distance, and then for the add, this base of consistive cancel each other out. So the next prismatic effect is going to reduce. So the round top is perfect to reduce image displacement in miles or negative lens. And so you remember in image jump, round top is actually good. So that means round top. The sum is that round top is good or is the best to reduce both image jump and image displacements in mile or like negative lens. So you can see how that is very important. So it's because flat top is actually good. That's on top, no flat top, sorry. Flat top, flat top. So flat top is actually good for the my both for the to reduce image displacement and then reduce the image jump. You can see from here. So flat top is very important. Now for the upper, that's the round top is good to reduce image jump, but the round top is worsening the image displacement. So what do you do? Usually what we say is that the choice actually depends on the choice of the heart depends on what the patient will need most. So, is it that this kind of work this patient is doing is likely that oh, this is what the patient is doing, which is good to reduce the image jump, so that's enough jumping and then this kind of work, it's likely that it's image displacement that's going to be worrisome, or it's likely that it's image jump. So whichever one will be worrisome based on the work will determine what you advise patient. We used to say that for the waiters, the image jump usually is worrisome for waiters, while for the desk workers, it's usually the image displacement that is worrisome. So image jump is more worrisome in waiters. So in waiters, image jump is more worrisome in them. So if you want to, you have a data that has a pair, and then you want to use the heart. She used one that's will minimize image jumps. That means you are going to use a flat top to get so because flat top will be more beneficial than because image jump will be also flat top is more beneficial in them. So because in waiters image jump more significance to them, don't want things to jump at them. So flat up more beneficial. But for desk work for desk officers or desk workers, so those ones displacements will probably bother them more. So image training rather than more. So those ones you want to use a round top, a round top where we reduce the image displacement. Of course, it wasn't the nature, but image displacement will be more relevant in them. So that's all for the image displacement. Again, I have a very comprehensive video course on optical diagrams including the basics from the reflection, refraction, and prisms, and all instruments in equating the efficacious accommodations, the basic pinhole, anything you can think of visions that is very detailed and are well explained in my course, Optics Made Easy. So you can click the link on the YouTube to have access to that. Thank you.